There's a lot of ways to add extra layers of security to your WordPress site, and one way to do that is to change the database prefix name. Originally, the makers of WordPress made the default database username WP underscore, and there was no clear-cut and easy way to change it. This wasn't a problem until the hackers realised this as well, and they soon adjusted their techniques to look for specifically WP underscore to get into your site, or one way to get into your site. Now, the most recent manual installations of WordPress allow you to name the database something different from the default. And there's also some one-click install software that does this. But at the time of this video, the popular Fantastico script does not. Now you can make WordPress more secure by either making the change manually and change the database prefix, or change it with a plugin, which we'll do in the next video. If you've already installed WordPress and have a well-established site with lots of content and plugins on it, you can still make the changes that we're going to do. And when you're installing new WordPress sites, you can just make the changes right from the beginning. So we're going to make the database change manually in this video, and in the next video we'll use a plugin. So log into cPanel and go to your File Manager, and we want to edit the wp-config.php file to the new prefix name. Now before we do that, make sure you back up your site. And I've also got the details of my install here in a text document with the existing prefix and also the new database prefix that I'm going to change. Now, we can't use every letter, etc. or character, so we can only use letters, numbers and underscores for our new database name. So we can't use fancy things like a password generator might generate for us. So I've got my details here already, and I've already backed up the site. Now go to the wp-config.php file and go to the code editor there and go to line 63, and what we're going to change is between the single quotes, nothing else. So copy your new prefix name and paste that in. And then save the changes. Now we can go to phpMyAdmin. Now choose the correct database for that particular install if you have a number of sites, and I can see the information here, and we're going to select that and edit it. You can see that we have all the tables which you would edit individually, but that would take a long time. So we can do this a lot quicker by doing an SQL command. First of all, we need to make sure that our prefix ends in an underscore. So you can see that I've copied out all the names with the new name for each of the tables in the database. Now I'm going to paste that into the box. Once you've done that, we can click on Go. Now we need to go to the Options table and make some changes. Refresh the screen and we can see the changes have been made. Now go to Options and we're going to enter in this line of code here and replace this part with your new table name and then click Go. Depending on the number of plugins and stuff that you have on your site, you could end up with a few little notifications like this for things ending in the old prefix name. So we need to, when we see those, go in and edit them and replace the WP underscore with the new name and click Go. Now we need to edit the user meta table and go to SQL and add in this line of code and replace my prefix with yours when you're doing this and click on Go. And again, look for any old prefix names of WP underscore and click Edit and change that part that needs to be changed and click Go. And we can see the change and the next one. I'll just pause the video while I finish the changes. Now refresh the screen, and if we go to File Manager and the WP config PHP file, because I need to add in the underscore at the end that I should have put in earlier, and save the changes. If we go to our site now and refresh, we can see that all is working fine. If it was broken, we wouldn't be seeing this information. And that's how to change the database prefix manually. In the next video, we'll do it by a plugin.